Alright guys, so this is episode 3 of the Ragnamod VII series. Let me show y'all what we got going on today. So we're gonna get so we are going to get working on this part of the section to get back to Earth. So we're gonna get the NASA workbench, get the steel, hopefully get the rocket done, launch pad, fuel refinery, oil, and blast furnace. So we're going to start off with this blast furnace. We found oil last episode, so I can just grab a bucket and go get that. But actually, I don't even want to start off with the blast furnace. What I want to start off with is finding all the steel, the stuff we need for the steel, because that's going to be the most grindy part. So in order to make steel, we need obviously the blast furnace, but it requires ironwood instead of the normal just iron. So we're going to use this. And in order to craft this, we need raw ironwood. And raw ironwood comes from gold, live root, and raw iron. And we're going to need roughly 40 plus of this. But we get 2 per craft. So what I'm going to go do is I'm going to start looking for the live root, because you have to go out and find it. And after that is done, I will come back and we can go ahead and get started on the stuff that we need for the blast furnace. Because for the blast furnace, we're going to need maize brick. And we already have a bunch of normal brick, so really we just need to get some maize brick and get started on crafting that. And we're going to have to take this, because of the crafting recipe for the blast bricks, because we don't have access to this stuff. It's basically just a bunch of brick, maize stone, and lava. So we're going to go over there to the Hydra area, which is over that way, find some lava, and we're just going to take this with us. That way we can craft it pretty easy. But yeah, so I'm going to go look for some live root, and I'll be back in a few minutes. Alright guys, so I got all the live root we needed, and a bunch of sticks from mining all that root. I started off in this little dark forest biome, and that's where I still am. I just found a little cave that went underground to mine a bunch of this live root. So that's what I did. I found this massive cave system that just went through, and it was right here. I just went through it, and we found a bunch of live root. But as you can see, I don't even know if this is the right area. But we went through quite a bit of this dark forest, which under each little tree, there's some root and a chance of live root. So that's what I started doing, and then I went down into that cave, and I found a bunch of live root. So I got enough to get the steel that we need, so I'm going to head back to base, and then we'll be back in a little bit. Alright guys, I changed my mind. We're going to go look for the maize brick stones while we're out here, instead of going back to the base. So we're going to go look for the maize. And so I've just been wandering around this forest for a little bit, but hopefully I find the maize. I believe it's in the dark forest, but I'm not 100% sure. So I'll let y'all know if I find it or discover that it is in another biome. So I'll come back in a minute. Alright guys, so I'm back home. I did not end up finding the what I needed to for the maize. I did not find the maize. But I'm back home, so I'm going to craft some more food because I was running low. That's why I came back home. And I'm going to potentially try to go over to the swamp over there and see if I can find a maize. The swamp's right over there. And if not, I'm going to craft a nature's compass. I might go ahead and do that and look for like a twilight clearing. That's supposedly where this is. So I will do that and come back in a minute. Alright guys, so I just found the maze, and this guy is attacking. He looks very dangerous. But we're not... It wasn't that bad. He gave some pretty solid food. So, ooh, slime ball. We need to get this maize brick that's in here. So, maize stone. I guess it's what we need. Maze stone. Can we use maze stone? Maze brick. Yeah, we can use this. This is just gonna take a minute. Holy moly, that is a lot of mining. Hopefully we can vein mine this stuff. Otherwise, I'll just come back here in a second. This is gonna take a minute. Oh my lord, it just completely destroyed my diamond pick. Alright, I did blow up a creeper on the way in here, so that's what that was from. Alright, so we got the maze brick that we needed. That should be more than enough maze brick for what we need. It was in the swamp biome, which is pretty nice. So I actually went ahead and crafted it. Turns out I didn't need it. The nature's compass, that is. But I'm going to go grab this oil over here, and then we're going to go back to the base, and we're going to get started on our progression back to Earth, because we should be able to finish it today, as long as I get the mechanical crafters for the rocket ship, which should be like the hardest part. But yeah, so I'll come back whenever that is done. Alright guys, so I went ahead and collected this oil so we can get the quest. Oh, we get another bucket of oil. And it looks like there's quite a bit more down there for us to gather later. And yeah, so let me head back to the base and get some food. I'm completely out of food, so this is going to be a little bit of a trek to get back to the base. But I'll come back whenever we're ready to get started. Alright guys, so here we're going to craft up our raw ironwood that we need. That should be plenty, I think. It looks like I gathered a little bit extra, but our limiting factor here was our raw iron that we had available. So if we do end up needing more, I'll go grab some. And here we go. That'll smelt up real quick and get us our ironwood that we need for the steel. And then I'm going to go over to where the lava is, so that way we can get started on crafting all of these, all 27 of the blast bricks that we need to make the steel. Alright guys, so we are in the biome that we need to be in, but it appears as though I've forgotten a crafting table, or a bucket, so we're going to craft a bucket real quick. And we're going to get started with the... That was close. We're going to get started with the crafting of this. So really, you just need a bucket and a half, or 2 buckets really, of this. And then you're going to want to take your maze brick. Oh my lord, I forgot the clay back at the base. I'm going to go get that real quick. Alright, so I have now gathered all the brick that we need, I think. So, we're going to place 7 of those and 1 of those, and it should go ahead and craft. At least I think. Let's see here. Blaze brick. Oh, I need to craft this into bricks. Let me do that real quick. Alright guys, so I just went back to the base real quick and got the stone cutter to make the stone brick. So we're going to turn all those into bricks, and then we are going to head back over there to where the lava is, and I will be back in just a second. Alright, so we are back at the lava, and I'm going to put the maze stone brick in there, and as you can see, it is already crafting. We're going to grab another bucket. We are going to run out of lava, and there we go. We got our 1 blast brick. So I'm going to do this 27 more times, and then we will have all of our blast brick, and I'll be back. Alright guys, so we are here with the last one of these bricks. This was not necessarily a fun task, but it's okay. It's okay. We got it. We got it. And yeah, there we go. So we have all 27 blast bricks that we need to craft this. So I'm going to get back to the base, and I'm going to get started on that. Actually, let's open our reward first. Sweet. Okay, sweet. Alright, so I'm going to get back to the base, And I'm going to put that together real quick. Alright guys, so I am back at the base, and we are going to put together this blast furnace. So, to do this, you need a 3x3 area. We're going to move this out a little bit, so that way we don't get too cramped up in here. But you just build it like this. You put this here, basically 3x3x3. And you don't have to build it in any particular order. I just built it like this because. Alright. And then there's that. And I think you might be able to use this. You cannot use that. So don't use that. And you gotta use the engineer's hammer from immersive engineering. So we'll come over here, we'll whack this sucker. We'll whack it. We got an advancement really hot topic. So we're gonna put this charcoal in here. And we need to go grab our ironwood, which is hopefully in here somewhere. Or am I just blind? Iron wood. I might be blind. No. There it is. I left it in the furnace. That's my bad. Okay. So now we just throw the ironwood in there, and it'll start processing. In the time being, I think we should be able to get a tank. So we made the blast furnace. We're making steel. Okay, so we need to process oil. In order to process oil, we need to get oil. So I think we're going to make a tank. We could do that, but I think we're going to make a basic fluid tank, which should be pretty simple because it's not all that difficult to get into. It's just some redstone and some iron. So we're going to make a basic tank. And then I'm going to go over there where that oil is, and I'm going to put it in here, and then I'll be back in a minute. Alright guys, so I'm here at the oil, but this guy has shown up, and I think if he hits me, I'm pretty much done for. So hopefully we can beat him. Oh my lord. Ooh. Yes, we got him. Okay, let's see what he gave us. What is this? Berserker. Sure, we can learn Berserker. I don't really know what that does, but yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna get this oil down here, just dig a little hole to it. I'm not gonna make y'all watch that, but that way we can go down there and fetch the rest of that oil. Alright guys, so we are back at the base. I got the fluid tank and I filled it up with as much oil as I could grab without having to mine down. So I got about 24 buckets of oil. And I think this tank holds more than normal. Maybe that's like, I think, maybe it's just me, but like, it feels like that tank holds more than normal. But regardless, we got our crude oil that we're going to use to process in, the fuel refinery from beyond Earth. And we're going to take this, and we're going to get fuel. And then, it doesn't use very much energy at all, actually, which is, that's nice, actually. So we can do that, and I want to get into this later, but I'm not 100% convinced that we will, because I know that they changed this, the immersive petroleum, like how it works, like how you have to get the oil. But yeah, oh hey, you can run a blaze burner with a straw off of crude oil. That is pretty neat. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's much else that we can do with it. Yeah, that looks like it's about it. But this stuff does get pretty interesting, like sulfurized diesel. You can use that in, I guess this, and with water, and you get normal diesel, and then that's how you generate. That's how you can do a diesel generator with immersive engineering versus biodiesel. But I think biodiesel might actually be easier. Let me take a look at that real quick. With immersive engineering, biodiesel, not really. Yeah, that looks a little bit rough, but it's okay. We'll get into that later. As you can see, I got some steel. I pulled some out, and we're still processing it. It's quite slow, and it's apparently quite charcoal intensive. But yeah, so that's what we're doing. I was gonna do something, but I've seen it was to open this quest, I think. So we got this quest. We got a block of ironwood, very useful. So we can go ahead and throw that in here as it's processing. That way we can get more steel. And what else did we get? Immersive engineering. Blast furnace. Oh, we get more charcoal. That is helpful. And more ironwood. Wow. Those are some nice quest rewards. So we're going to throw that in there, and we are going to have more than a stack of steel, so we'll be set on steel. And I can go ahead and throw this charcoal in here while we're at it, so that way it doesn't eat through all of our charcoal. And I'm going to start crafting. Do we have more? We do. Looky there. A block of iron from mechanism from crafting the paint. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna start by crafting this machine. I think we're gonna need some sort of method of powering this, but we'll get to that. And we should be able to craft this NASA workbench already. I'll go ahead and craft that with y'all. So let me empty my inventory real quick, and then we'll come back and craft these things. Alright guys, so I cleared out my inventory a little bit. We're going to have to figure out the inventory management for that here in a second. But yeah, so we're going to go up in here. Look at our quest, get the NASA workbench. So I guess I'm going to have to search that up with AI NASA. Oh, okay. So we're missing a redstone torch, and then a crafting table. Nothing too big. And then we have the NASA workbench. Oh, this is made in the NASA workbench. For a second, I thought it was made in the mechanical crafters. Some mod packs do that. So we don't even have to make a bunch of mechanical crafters. So we're all good on that. That should be really easy then. And we should have that rocket not too long from now. But this furnace, 2 buckets, iron, steel, redstone. So we're going to get 2 buckets. And then we are going to make that fuel thing. So I do need a furnace though. Let's see here. There's our furnace. And then we're going to look up the fuel. This one right here. Bam, bam. Bada bing, bada boom. We have our fuel refinery. We'll put that sucker right there. And we're going to have to figure out how to get power to that. So I'm going to look at some options for that. But let's go ahead and claim our quest rewards. So we got that. And we got our food thing. Let's look at this. What food thing did we get? Plate of honey glazed ham. Boy, that was some good food. Nourishment. Alright. So I'll figure out how to power this thing real quick. And so that way we can start processing fuel while our steel is going. This is a long process. And I will be back. Alright guys, so I just found an interesting recipe for this, which seems to be very easy. Let me go ahead and craft an ender pearl. It looks very easy. There has to be some sort of caveat to using this because it's going to generate way more power than that other coal generator. And it's said to power a block in a 5x5 area. So we should have plenty of E for this thing. Yeah, we'll be that. This is much better than this one. This only generates 2 FE, and you have to like press it and all that. This just requires an ender pearl, and you get 10 FE per tick in a 5x5 area. So 5x5, sorry. And it looks like a much better option to me. Oh, and we also got this pretty neat sword that does a little bit more than our brass sword that we got. So from killing that zombie back there. But yeah, this looks like it'll work quite well. And we'll go ahead and place down our NASA workbench. So that way we can build a rocket. And I'm going to start putting together the parts that we need for our rocket. Alright, guys. So, we have everything that we need to get the rocket. We have a launch pad built. All you got to do is place these in the 3x3. They're not that hard to craft. And you get a bunch from the quests. So, it's like after you complete them, it's very easy to get. We already got our 3 buckets of fuel processed down. We got our. You have to make the compressed sheets, by the way, in this compressor, which was not hard to make at all. Yeah, so now we just gotta take our rocket, put it together, and looky there. Boom! Look at this. We're holding the freaking rocket. We are freaking strong. Whoa, sticky keys. Hey. Okay. But anyways, we are strong. Look at that. Alright. So now, all we gotta do is take this rocket, put it in here, add fuel, or I guess it would be... Do we not put it in here? Let me see. I know there's some sort of... You can now make you. This will allow you. Be careful if you go to neutral rocket launch pad. Be as well. Okay. Okay. So you can go straight to the moon, which might not be a bad idea, but we do not have oxygen, so it probably would be a bad idea. But anyways, so we have received our tier 1 rocket. Look at that. We got a globe and everything. But yes, let me see. Let me see if there's a way to fill it. Would be right here. By sneak right clicking your rocket. Okay, so I don't think that worked. So maybe we'll have to do the loader. Let me see if I can. Yeah, I think we'll have to do the fuel loader, perhaps. Loader. Not oxygen loader, fuel loader. Okay, that's just a couple. That's not bad. So we'll go get the fuel loader, and then we'll make that real quick. I'll process a little bit more. This, and I'll probably make another tank. That way we can put some fuel in there. Take it with us. Don't have to make any more. So I'll do that real quick. Alright guys, I believe everything is all set up and ready. I went ahead and tore down all of our create setup. It is in this shulker box and this backpack, which were not that hard to craft. This shulker box was given to us at the beginning. So we got a shulker box from the beginning of the quest. So to get started. And this gold pack was not hard to get either. It was just iron, some leather, string, chest. But yeah. So our rocket is all set up. It is fueled. I went ahead in this backpack. I have a fuel tank and the oil tank with us somewhere. Yeah, the fuel tank is in there. The oil tank is in here. And we are set up and ready to go back to the overworld once and for all. So I'm going to grab this and place this globe. We're going to spin it. And it'll be there for us when we come back. We got another one. So, yeah, we are ready to lift off. And this animation here is going to be pretty sweet. It looks awesome. So let's do it. Oh my goodness. Look over there. We need to see the Lich Tower. We are lifting off. We can even spin. We can turn around. Look at that. We can see the gas tower over there. We can see the Ice Queen that's over there. Man, this is neat. This is what it looks like from F5. We can see everything, bro. It is awesome. This is sweet. Oh my goodness. Alright, so looks, we cannot travel there because we need a tier 4 rocket. But it looks like we can go sun and we got earth. We could go to the moon first, but we would need oxygen, and I do not have that. So we're gonna go to the Earth first. We're gonna get everything that we need set up. So as you can see, we're descending quite rapidly. Don't mind the glitched like chunks. That's from the Distant Horizons mod, and we can fix that pretty easily. But we have officially landed on Earth safely and everything. We are back, baby. We are back. Let's see what we got in here. I don't think we can kill this. But we are back. This is sweet, bro. We even have a rune portal right here ready for us to go. What is in here? Vortex cannon from pneumatic fire gauntlet. Okay, this could be pretty sweet. That is nice. So we're gonna put that in our hand slot real quick and cause fire damage. Necrotic gem. Interesting, interesting. What is this compressed stone used for? So we are gonna want to grab that. And we have everything. I made it back to Earth, Landon. For 3 years. I know. We can even come over here and watch. We're gonna.
Oh, you have Fire Fist.
I do have Fire Fist. It's pretty sweet. It's my fist, bruh. But
yeah, mine does like mine can almost one shot it.
Okay, but I don't know how you did that. You're broken.
You have strength 3.
We're gonna go over here to this village and check this out. Have you already been to this village?
No. I don't know where you are.
What is this little nifty greenhouse looking place? That's interesting.
It's just a greenhouse.
That is interesting. Alright, I'm gonna loot this village and come back and see if I find anything interesting. Alright guys, so I looted that village over there. And here's what I came back with. I got some compressed stone from Pneumatic Craft. Emeralds. That was that. I got a bunch of food. Some golden apples. Hay. And I went ahead and... If y'all don't know how this mod works, this is easy villagers. You can literally just pick up villagers, put them in your inventory, and then you can create a bunch of traders, auto trader, farmer, breeder, converter, iron farm, and an incubator. So you can make like an easy villager setup, like too easy. And villagers are like incredibly overpowered in all mod packs, honestly. But yeah, so we got that. We got some books, and that was really about everything. So we are all set up and ready to go for next time. That is going to be it for today. Let me get out our little checklist. I'm not sure if it was this one or not, but we'll see. It was. We processed the oil, we made the rocket, and we got back to Earth. Everything is checked off, and we are ready to go for next time. Alright guys, thank y'all for watching.